Alrighty, guys, welcome back to hour number 2 of DiceNDerps Emberfall. Welcome back. All right, Mondo, take us away.
All right, so you guys are now you guys are better than you were before.
Yeah, we were. We level up. Okay.
Yeah, you guys have rested. You've leveled up. People have pretty much left you alone. What did you guys do with Hannah last night? Fee, she seems really like she wants to stick by you. Like everyone else seems to be bigger or at least a little more intimidating to her.
Well, her staying with me overnight would be a problem, considering I sleep wherever I fit around town because I don't have a home or a set place to stay. So I guess I would probably, if possible, leave her with one of these fools.
Yeah, so I think I definitely... Umber would definitely take her to the Red and Black Tavern, which I believe has rooms there. And I go and talk to the owners, and I see if they'll help me out and see if I can get her a room.
She doesn't seem to want to leave Fee at all.
Once I see that, I look at Fee and I say, it looks like she's taking a liking to you. If you don't mind, if you wouldn't mind taking care of her, I can talk to the owners here at the. Is it the Red and Black?
Yeah, the Red and Black.
The Red and Black, and see if they would be willing to house you guys here. Since I've done some entertaining for them, maybe they would be willing to help me out.
It'd be a better change than sleeping around hay piles around town. Sure.
Absolutely. So that's what I go do, and I look at the girl and I say, Fee's going to be with you. I'll be right back, and I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they've got no problem like giving you a, Fee and the young girl.
Cool.
You look kind of beat up and stuff, and they're just like, they're just happy to see that they like you.
Yeah, and I kind of explain to them a little bit, don't give them too much information because I don't want a bunch of rumors of what's happening to spread, so the town kind of gets into a sense of chaos and fear. But I just explained to them that it's at night things are kind of getting a little out of hand, and so then I go back and I say, Fee, they're willing to help us out. You guys have a room, and I hand them a key or whatever is given to me.
Yeah, they gave you a key.
Yeah, this is your room, and we'll talk to you in the morning.
Aye, Captain.
All right, so you guys get that long rest, and you leveled up. You're 2.
Sweet.
So real briefly, what does that mean for everybody? What do you get with that level 2?
So I'm I retired to my cot in wherever this. I think I had a cot in a warehouse or something.
Mm-hmm.
Is where I stay. And so I'm there, kind of contemplating, everything to this point, my time at the monastery. My disillusion of being this monk person or whatever, and all the death around us or whatever. And then I'm kind of just going through some motions of monk training, perhaps, just doing some routines.
So what do you monks get at level 2?
They get this key. You say
Yep.
key?
Yeah, key point.
Kai points. Key points.
Key points. Yeah.
So I'm kind of doing this, sort of yoga-y monk little moat routines, and I just kind of feel this energy building up, known as ki. And I don't really know what it is, because I don't have the formal training and the disgrace of the person who was training, all this stuff. So I feel it, but I'm not exactly sure what it is.
Yeah,
that's my leveling up experience.
As for the the actual mechanics of the game. With the key points, we all the monks, so Anthony, Varys, and Umber, we get 3 key points that can be used.
2.
Is it 2? Only 2? Okay.
Second level 2, yeah.
2. 2 key points, and we can use them for Flurry of Blows, which allows us to immediately after taking the attack action, we can spend 1 point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action instead of just 1. If we want to use patient defense, it's you can spend 1 key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action on your turn. So as a clarification, because I'm not sure how it works, if I want to attack with my quarterstaff, make an unarmed strike, and then use a key point, I can't do that, right? Because using a key point is that making it actions.
Right.
Okay.
So you would use the key point as your bonus action, and that would allow you to make
the dodge, the patient defense, or flare blows. Okay.
Or
dodge is normal action.
Yeah.
Where can I add these to my character sheet so I can just click them?
So I put it in the right underneath where you have like the darts and the key. It's like on the right side where you put your racial and class and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
So features and trait?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah. And then Step of the Wind. So you can spend 1 key point to take the disengage or dash action as a bonus action on your turn, and your jump distance is doubled for that turn.
That's pretty good.
So yeah, if we
because you could like roll in, hit somebody, and then just like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, and then unarmed movement, which is another thing that we get at level 2. Your speed increases by 10 feet while you are not wearing armor or wielding a shield. This bonus increases when you reach. It continues to increase as you go up. So I put that. I should have 40 movement speed now, and then whatever. Varus should be at 45, and then he should be at 35 because I think his was 25 to begin with.
Yeah, because I'm short.
So that's the mechanics of it. And then as for Umber, I think once he does decide to settle down and go to his room, he kind of does similar to what Anthony's doing, but it incorporates a little bit more of like his fire genasi and dance. Yeah, so that's kind of part of the his kind of movements and training is incorporating that into his martial art. And then yeah, he kind of just feels maybe a little bit stronger, a little bit more skilled after now being a little bit more battle tested than before.
Cool. Fee, what do you get at second level?
I get the cunning action.
Yeah.
So, I guess at night, Fee is just sitting around by the fire, staring off into the spyglass she has, thinking about how great she is.
Okay.
That's her meditation.
Yeah, Hannah seems a lot less clingy now. People are not around. She's just kind of like, she's off in a corner, just sitting there. She kind of, she looks a little lost and confused, but she eventually just curls up and goes to sleep.
I keep an eye on her.
Okay.
Not like super close, because she's like a giant child, I'm assuming.
Yeah, she's probably a couple of inches taller than you at least. Yeah.
You could probably kick my ass.
She might be able to. I don't know. We didn't see what her initiative was like. All right. Yeah, so you guys are second level. Morning happens.
Morning.
We get to morning. I don't think we discussed what we were gonna do when we woke up, but I think the first person I go to would be Varus. And I knock on his door.
I get up begrudgingly and walk over to the door and shove it open.
And
what do you want?
Well, I think it's time for us to reconvene. There's some questions that need answering about that box and about Whiffid coming back and everything. There's so much has happened in the last 24 hours that I think we need to figure out what we're going to do about it, if anything.
I agree.
The box is definitely specific to you. You're trying to solve that murder. We're here to help.
Yeah. Definitely. Let's go, I guess, go check on Fee, see what we can find out about that box.
Yeah, she's at the Red and Black with the girl. The girl did not want to be taken away from her. she grew a bond to Fee, or was just scared of us.
Yeah.
So
Fee has that effect on people.
kind of like give him the side look, and because I knew that they came together or whatnot. And we then go get Anthony, I guess.
I guess he would be on the
Maybe on the way, or
on the way
grab him.
we'd pick him. Yeah,
Hey guys, hey, what's up?
wake up.
Yeah, I'm coming.
All right, we're gonna go investigate that box we found at the murder scene.
Is it possible, Mondo, when we do go and like grab it, if we could have it be played for stream one more time since it's been so long? Do you still have that sound in Roll20?
I do. Yeah, so it's not playing again, but yeah, we'll
I just want
play
them to be
it
able to hear
again.
what we heard. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So here it is, guys. This is what we heard when we found this box. You just hear static?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, there it goes. I think he was just ordering a biggie size French fry. And then he said
bucket of
nom
fries.
nom, and then he said nom nom nom. I want that biggie fry. Nom nom nom. That's all he said.
We're looking for carnies.
Did I almost have to like dance along with it, or I just am like super creeped out by it?
Well, like the first part was the normal pattern, and then after the demon, the rhythm's all broken up.
Yeah, this one was probably longer than it needed to be.
Hey.
All right, one more time.
Bring it back. So, for those of you guys who don't know, when we were in the when we were investigating the murder, that was something that we found, and that's the sound that it made, the music box thing. So, that was last episode, and we're still trying to figure it out. So, anyway, we can continue. We're on our way to the red and black to grab.
Yeah. And you've got Anthony with you, and okay, so yeah, Sheriff Wilson is he seems to be red and the black, and he's when he sees you, he holds the door open and kind of gestures you in. I mean, he doesn't look pissed or nothing. He just looks like concerned.
Good day.
Yeah, good day. I understand you found Whiffid out in the woods. You found one of the miners.
Yeah, we found a few of the miners. Yeah, and Dwiffid seemed to be crazed, I'd say. He split open my side with his damn pickaxe. We had to put him down. From what I hear, they had to put him down another time because he got back up. But
Yeah.
I have no idea the cause of it.
It's definitely weird stuff going on. 2 of my rangers have returned. They've there's a lot of strange stuff going on in the area since the earthquake. It's kind of held them up, but not all of them have returned. You didn't see any sign of it. Rangers, have you?
We found some, what I believe to be rangers. Looks like they fell into the trap of some spiders.
Fuck.
Yeah, I think we've lost. Forget how many we found, but it was, I think, around 3. But
3.
I took a blow and I've been out. I can't remember correctly how many rangers we found.
All right. If you could give me like a quick like description of the area, I can guys. I'll go with them. We can retrieve their bodies.
It was down the rut road. I was out for the passage back. I couldn't tell you exactly how long. Umber.
Were the spiders in the cave? Or were
No,
the spiders
those
in
were
the trees?
the spiders were in the trees. The cave was the things with no eyes.
Umber, how long was it a ride back from the rut road when we attacked the spiders?
I believe it was,
Actually, I think Anthony could probably. He's been traveling up and down that road for a while. So I mean, Anthony, if you'd like, you could probably get a good idea of like where that area was.
Yeah. So we came back from the cave and we were back in Emberfall. Then we left again.
yeah.
So we were probably about a half day's ride out the road when we went into the woods. Because, I would say about a half day's ride.
No, it was just about 3 miles.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it was,
Sure.
Yeah.
it wasn't too far.
Outside,
Yeah.
Yeah, half day.
Half day's
But
ride.
yeah.
You stop for brunch.
All right, he takes your direction, and he's just like, I'm glad to see you guys are all safe. I'm sorry I heard about that acolyte, and Alea told me some of what happened last night before she head back into the woods. Or she may still be around. I'm not sure. She usually doesn't stick around town too long. All right, gentlemen, thank you, and I'll continue to be in touch.
And so before you leave, Wilson did get any information out of that man.
He won't say a word. He won't talk to me. He won't talk to the town guard or the town constable. He won't say nothing. I mean, if you'd like to talk to him, I'm sure the would let you in to talk
Maybe
to
light
him.
a fire under his ass.
I kind of looked to him and I said, if you need help getting him to talk, I might.
Yeah, I'm just right now. I'm just more concerned with everything else going on. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be good to get a little more information from him if he was involved in that murder down in Dokes.
Yeah. Very well might be. He was interested in something.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen. Well, if that's it, I'm going to go retrieve those guys.
Be careful.
Thanks. He gives you a thumbs up and heads out.
We proceed to, I guess, Fee's room. Umber leading the way because he knows.
Yeah. Taking his room. Yeah, in the red and black.
Yarp.
Give a knock on the door.
Fee would be sitting outside of the room, with the girl inside the room.
Trying to stay away. I think maybe I'd be a little bit used to that. Like, so instead of I would walk up and be like, "Did the girl go? Did we come for her?"
No, she's here. just keeping my distance in case she's also possessed, maybe.
Probably. You guys see the cloud that came out of Dwifford last night?
That is the first I'm hearing of it.
It was
You said there's a cloud?
angry smoke came out of it.
It was the sound that scared me the most. Did you hear that howling?
Angry smoke, what, like, did he set him on fire and he sizzled, or what?
No,
came out of his
like
nose, man.
his spirit.
Somebody's spirit.
When we
Went to like the woods. It was mad.
To get you up to date, after you took that hit, we dropped with it quickly after, and when we went to help you and help the druid, he rose back up, and he was different somehow. And after we dropped him again, he had an arrow through one of his eyes, in the back of his skull, and he still rose back up. And when he dropped again, a dark cloud came out, and it was angry, and it made this noise.
It was not happy.
And left. I don't know. It's been the night seems weird. Emberfall feels cheery and somewhat happy during the day, with the circumstances permitting. But at night, something seems to change.
So after dealing with some more magic of some sort,
Do any of you
spirits
know
and shit.
It's keen observation, Mr. Investigator.
I bet he's really good.
Fuck.
Not being injured. I wink at Varys.
Do we think the earthquake woke something up?
So I would say the mine has got to be the origin. That's where Dwifford was.
True. How did he even escape? Anyway, there's so many questions. What do we?
Oh,
Go ahead, Fee.
Mondo, when they were chanting and you couldn't get the words right.
Yeah.
Was that a language? Was that abyssal at all?
It was not abyssal.
Okay, that's actually a good question because I also speak.
Was it Orcish? I'm just
I
kidding.
speak
It was
primordial.
not Orcish.
Damn it.
I speak primordial. It wasn't
It was
primordial.
not-
No.
It was
Okay.
not primordial.
Okay,
Nope.
I didn't think after the yeah. All right. I guess I say to Fias that if you still have that, it's a gem, right? Like it's inside the.
Did
music
she
box, it's like a
disassemble it?
stone.
I disassembled it, then I reassembled it.
Yeah.
But inside there was like a stone, right, or like a gem.
Yeah.
I'd look
I
through
would
it and
read
say
my description, but I think I embellished, so it's wrong.
So I ask her, say, I think the one thing that we can take away from anything that happened yesterday is what Varys just said. There is some sort of magic or higher power, something happening here with the stone.
I hate
Yes.
investigating magic.
Some evil.
Something. That the music did not sound. It sounds cheery, and then all of a sudden a voice or a grumble, or it could be. Mondo, would we know if it was similar to the music box? Like if the noises sound similar from the black smoke to the box, would we be able to connect those at all, or do they sound completely different?
Sounded completely different.
Okay. I'll say, well, it seems maybe like there's two different things happening, but they still may be connected in some sort. Where do you guys think we should go? Do we investigate this further? We go somewhere to read about said stones, said magic items, or do we go to the mines and see if?
I've been trying to take a peek in the mines since day one.
You and Fee would definitely
Well-
be able to fit inside, but Varys and I might have a little bit of a harder time.
Why would we want to go in the mines?
I
The
don't.
one person we know in the mines come out,
Yeah.
and he was crazed and took me down and
So that's the source
took
of the magic.
several arrows. It's
So,
source of
or we could
magic,
just-
but
or
what
we
happens
just
if?
Or we could just cave in the mines, block them off, and say, we're good. And take a
Yeah, we
cruise.
say we send you and Fee in. What happens when you come out and you're crazed?
I'm not going in. I'm not coming out.
That's what I'm
down.
saying. I'm just making a point here.
But what if something's in there and needs to be stopped?
Exactly.
Shut down.
It could be right. I mean, Anthony
Or
has a point.
exercised.
There could be something inside, which once we get this fixed, short and shorter our business, they're going to need to send more miners in to get the materials out for Emberfall. And what if whatever's inside is just waiting for that to happen to continue to corrupt the...
We could just seal it up.
We could seal it up and
You want to try and seal
No.
up the...
tell no one to go in there for 100 years.
We don't know if time has anything to do with it, do we?
That's what they do in fantasy worlds, right? Summon them out 100 years.
They said short and shorter is one of the biggest businesses, if not the biggest business in Emberfall. If we suggest shutting down the entire mining operation, I don't
Well, they're
think
going to
many
be a
people will
little
go for
shorter
it.
on their bills for a couple of years. They'll be fine.
If you want to tell them to do that, you can, but I don't think they're going to go for it. I think we might lose the good graces.
I'm all for jumping in there. It's their property, though. I guess we should ask them.
That's fair.
If they want us to investigate, I'm down. If the price is right.
I don't condone
Money is
going
the
in there.
motive.
What do you condone? What would you like to do, Varys? You can go fishing.
If we, I have like the dumbest idea, and I'm like really excited about it. If we sneak in at night when it's the most dangerous, maybe things won't be expecting us then.
Now it sounds like you want to go in there, Fee.
Oh, what if there's like something shiny?
I don't.
Valid.
There could be
Valid
something
points.
of that, but if we're looking for shiny things and money, I think we need to talk to the clerics. They're the ones looking for the...
Or perhaps we can
artifacts.
find someone that has heard of. I don't know. Is there anyone in town that would know of I don't know, a history of the mine?
Are we obligated to anything? You came with your murder investigation, right? But we kind of hit a dead end with
Well,
that.
those are like loose contracts. These things aren't going to get solved
I still want to know.
anyways, and I'm just there to,
And how about your
if I can.
Umber? How about your obligations for your performances?
There's no obligations for me. I can leave whenever I want, but I don't think that would be right of me to know that there's a problem and just leave the city and the town and these people to potentially perish.
But that's an option.
It's an option.
You can find greener pastures.
It's possible, but I don't know if I
Shit
can
starts
condemn
turning
it.
south.
And live out our days as friends. Friendship.
We would honor Jamie in
It's
that way.
too soon.
But what would
Those,
do you think Jamie would leave because he's come to our aid 2 times? Don't think he would leave. Think he would want us to help figure out the issue. Either way,
Well,
Before or
Okay.
after the duty
So
incident?
figuring out the
Because
issues,
at
we
one point
gotta
in
go
time,
in
I
that
think we
mine,
leave.
or no?
I think the mine is the next place to look, but that doesn't help Varys solve his murder.
Okay, but what murder?
What does Varys want to do?
I want to know what murder. How much murder?
All the murders.
would murder? Then no murder. Am I still wearing the damn gnome hat? I am, aren't I?
Yes, you are. I put it back on you when you were unconscious.
I didn't even take it off when I was sleeping.
No, it looks great.
you're too messed up. You didn't care.
Yeah, man, you were just tired.
No wonder everyone's been looking at me strange. I didn't even fucking notice.
You're wearing a traditional gnome hat. You look interesting.
I take that shit off and I don't throw it away. I put it in a pocket.
I literally look distraught.
Yeah, I've been picturing you guys like talking in the hallway, like
No, definitely. That's
Pretty
definitely.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
where we
yeah.
are.
The girl's
So, like-
still in the room. Yep.
yeah. So like as you guys were talking and stuff, and coming and going from there, it was like some people were kind of amused. Some like gnomes did walk by, and like Varys, you didn't understand why, but maybe you do now. Like they kind of gave you like a dirty look, like is that motherfucker wearing a fucking gnome hat? shit
Cultural
ain't
appropriation, dude.
Yeah.
It is.
We still can go out and look for the rangers because there was a lot out there reported. We could help with that. We could use the backup if we decide to stay here and maybe defense of the town. I just don't think going in the mine is a good idea. I've dealt with magic in some of my investigations before, and it's not smart to go into places not knowing
I'm
what
all
it is.
To look for the miners. I mean, the more people we can have ready and available to help and fight and stuff.
The biggest question to me is, who do we want to tell about this stone? Do we want to tell everybody? Do we want to tell nobody? This has to have something. This was sought after by a man that is part of a bigger group than him, where he feels as though he is just a number.
Mondo, I got a question. Is there like a figure that is like the high
Witch doctor?
priest or like mage or something of this town?
Witch doctor.
That we would bring something like this, an artifact that they might know?
Yeah, there's a wizard on the town council.
Yeah, I would agree with Farrell. I would say only tell people that can give us information about it or help us, kind of need to know basis.
I do want to say that I did talk to the head cleric about it, but you guys knew that. I went and asked her if this was something maybe she knew about or was interested in. I didn't necessarily tell her it was in our possession, but she knows that.
We've also asked that one gnome, right?
Yeah, Warren Garrick. You guys showed it to him. He claimed to have never seen anything like that before.
So now we have to kill both of them.
Anthony went from not wanting to do anything to just
Anthony.
This thing.
He's talking about greener pastures, killing people. I have a feeling like we'll have to change the name of the campaign because Emberfall is going to burn. And we'll change the name of the campaign to Greener Pastures.
Yeah.
Greener Pastures. V, do you still have that kid with you?
Yes. She's
Have you have you communicated with her or anything? Like,
I know she likes snacks.
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah. I'm sure she's starving.
Snacks.
I don't like sweet snacks, okay? Give me something more savory. Anyways, can we...
Jerky?
Maybe we should talk to someone on the city council as well and see if we can get someone that can communicate with this girl.
Does she not speak?
She just kind of tries to communicate, but I can't understand it.
It seems to be like she's saying. It sounds like a language. I don't know it, but
the wizard might know. Just take her as well. Yes.
Well, yeah, take her, but it sounds like you're gonna forcefully, grab the thing. Have it come with Fee.
She is not an it.
That is true. My bad. Have her come with Fee.
It might be in it. We don't know.
Fair enough.
Also very true.
These are all good.
I don't even know what to do.
Points.
Anyways, we should bring them to the wizard, or I guess the wizard would know possibly the language.
I just think of the Wizard of Oz.
I know, dude.
It's off to see the wizard.
Yeah, so I think that's where we're going.
Okay.
Can't wait to hear his voice.
Yeah, so you guys can head to the town council. They have a large council hall and stuff, and you guys are able to easily find it. The little girl, she follows along happily. She's seems a little less intimidated by the rest of you, but she still sticks kind of close to Fee.
She likes me.
All right.
Same height.
She does.
Solid eye contact. Less threatening.
Yeah, so you guys get to the town hall. A couple of guards outside, and they just kind of nod at you, and they're just like, "Yeah, what can I help you?"
I'm on special investigator business. I have you see the pin. I need to talk to someone in the High Council.
All right. Do you have an appointment?
I'm investigating.
The guy next to him kind of nudges him, and he says, "Hey." He's like, that's the guy who went over to Dokes there and was checking that other thing out. And they're the ones that found Dwiffid and smacked them up, killing them and stuff. Yeah, no. He's like, yeah, no. Come on in. He's like, no, I got this. Come on in. Yeah, I'll have you. We'll have you talk to someone. Who do you need to talk to?
Umber. What was the guy's name again? Or Tony or someone. I can't remember the wizard's name. Do you guys?
Do we even know the
Wizard.
wizard's name?
Just say the wizard.
Well, the gnome guy, Warren Garrick, he's not a wizard. He's just he's the shorter of short and shorter. Umber, you've been in town long enough. The wizard's name is Gimbal.
Gimbal. Okay.
Yeah.
Gimbal the Grey?
We need to talk to Gimbal. I believe his name is the wizard who sits on the council here. We have some questions for him. Some strange things have been happening that we need answers to.
Oh yeah, definitely strange things. But yeah. Come on up. Come on in.
And I would like to point out that Dwiffid found us.
It's true.
Oh,
Say that to the guard as he brings us
Shot up.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
technically, we found Dwiffid because he didn't notice us till we shot him,
No, he just
and then he
appeared in
turned
the road.
around.
I say,
I thought he just appeared in the road.
shut the fuck up, dude.
Found us.
So he leads you to like a nice way couches and stuff, and nice paintings on the wall of like dwarves and gnomes you don't know, a couple of humans, and a really old gnome comes like kind of staggering in. He definitely looks wizard-like, and he's like, "Yes, I understand you need to speak with me."
Yes. Gimbal?
Yes,
Is that what I've been told?
Yes,
Um,
and you are. Excuse me.
No. Yeah. Do you know any dialects from I want to say possibly tribes that are around here or wild people?
Yeah, but sure, probably. I've probably forgotten more languages than I once knew.
Because we found
How can you forget more than you knew?
we found this little girl over here, and she has
Hello, sweetie.
speaks a language none of us here have ever heard before.
I point at the little girl, like, go say hi to him.
She looks a little confused, and she looks over at him, and she smiles, and she kind of steps over to him, and she's just like, "Ananane, chickapay," and he's like, "Oh, all right."
She's from The Sims.
He's like, "I'm."
Fucking knew it.
He points at himself. He's like, "Gimbal," and she points at herself, and she says, "Hannah," and he says, "Oh, yes. Her name is Hannah. I have no idea what she's saying, but I got that much."
Oh. Alright.
He's like, give me a moment, and he casts some sort of spell. You see him like starting to cast. She looks fascinated by his like little hand movements, and he says, "Go ahead," and he makes a motion with his hand to his mouth, and she repeats herself, and he just kind of looks perplexed, and he's like, "Nothing. Nope."
Well, can you think of any way to communicate with her? Do you have a spell, perhaps?
I just did you not see? I just did that.
Well, I don't know your spells. I couldn't tell what you were doing.
But I mean, I was obviously casting a spell.
Some investigator.
I didn't- I didn't know what kind of spell it was.
I attempted comprehend languages that should let me speak and understand and any language, she's either talking absolute nonsense, like maybe she's touched in the head, but I don't believe so. She seems actually quite kind of intelligent, or I'm clueless. I'm baffled.
I just point at Hannah and I go, Hannah.
And she points at herself. She's like, Hannah.
And this goes on for a while.
Okay.
And I pull maybe Varys and Anthony aside while Fee is doing her thing, and I say, "Doesn't seem like we're gonna get answers from Hannah or about her. Do we try this stone, or do we think that this is a lost cause?"
I have
You
no
want
other.
to show him the stone. Yeah, I mean,
I have no other ideas what we would do with the stone. If anyone knows what to do, it's him. I'm
Okay.
just what you guys keep on saying is a not so good investigator, but that's what I am.
Time did I
Yo.
hand over this stone that I was being so
You didn't.
You guys,
Yeah.
do you guys watch The Office?
We just know
at
you
all?
have it.
and like right as we're talking about the stone and stuff, then like I remember the scroll that I have, and I whip that out and I show it to Hannah.
What does it say?
And I don't know. And I haven't been able to read it.
Oh, okay.
She looks at it, and she looks kind of like she's trying to make it out. You know, like a little kid who's really not sure of.
Yeah, it's just
She seems to be sounding some of the words out,
right.
and she looks at you and she just smiles, and she's just like, kind of like she gives you this gesture, like that's pretty cool kind of gesture. Gives you a little thumbs up, even.
So no clue if this is the language that she's speaking, even though we don't know what it is. She doesn't give me that kind of indication that she recognizes. She's too
No,
young,
I would
too young
say
to maybe read.
No, I'd say that the indication is that she does. She looks like, I mean, she was kind of like mouthing some words and stuff,
Okay.
and she just it seemed to please her, and she looked at you like, pleased by you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I kind of just like in an excited
I'm
gesture. Okay, in like an excited gesture, I'm just like, this is the language she's speaking. This has to be. This doesn't really tell us anything, but this is it. She's speaking this language.
Where did you get that parchment?
Inheritance.
You were left something.
Yes, I was left this parchment and a key.
Where are you from? Do you have any other ancestors that weren't halflings?
I was adopted. I was in an orphanage. I don't know where if the inheritance was given to me at the orphanage. I don't know, but I was in an orphanage and like
Anthony, are you you're showing them the
letter?
the letter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And I say, well,
How about the key? You gonna show them the key?
Sure.
I show nobody anything.
and I look at the key. What does the key look like?
I just showed it to you.
Yeah,
Use
it's
your
now in your
eyeballs.
journal.
Okay, it's right here. It's on my. Okay. You know
Yeah,
what?
it's in your journal now, and so is the letter. Will be there in just a second.
Yeah, the key just popped.
Yeah, and
up.
there's this letter.
Oh shit. Okay. Well,
I
this key looks.
walk up to Varys. You should ask him what he thinks about traditional gnome hats and fashion.
Can I make a? I kind of chuckle to that, and then can I make a history check on the key if the key reminds me of any architecture or old civilization or something that might match what this looks like? Just it looks
sure.
very, it looks very like specific. Like I don't know.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Okay, then you want me to roll history?
Yeah,
like a
go ahead and
weapon.
roll history.
Yeah, it doesn't. It looks like a little gun,
Yeah, it's a little flintlock.
but it says to date nobody has been able
18.
to identify the metal, the magic, or what it may open.
I got an
Yeah,
18
you got nothing.
with an 18. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
completely foreign to you.
I showed the letter to Is it Gimbal? Gimbal?
Gimbal.
Gimbal. I show the letter to him and ask him if he recognizes it. This is the language that she's speaking, I think.
Huh. He looks at it and he says, I'm still able to comprehend languages. I can't make this out for anything. However, the symbol at the bottom, I recognize this.
Do you? Do you now?
Mm-hmm.
I very like
Where did I?
over.
Where did I last see this? Down in Sistine, a small town. It's a small town to the south, to the southwest. It's there's a cemetery there. The symbol is in one of the crypts. It was on one of the crypts of one of the heroes there. They recently. It's an old cemetery. It hasn't been used in years, and recently they've been trying to sort of redo it. Someone's been leading like a restoration effort because history and all that. And I'm pretty sure I've seen the symbol there.
Have you seen? So you've seen the crypt. You've been there.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
You're positive.
Is there anything inside the crypt? Have you been inside the crypt?
Oh yeah. There's a sarcophagus, sarcophagi. I believe this was on the crypt of Thildra Horridator.
Give me some spelling here.
Horridator.
Yeah.
Doidra?
Horridator. See, this is why. See, so DM tip for all the kids watching at home. When you come up with names and stuff, you should probably spend about an hour before a session practicing how to say them.
Yeah.
So you don't sound like an idiot. I just put it in the chat.
So
He's like she was a dwarf rogue. Years and years ago, she helped save the region from a red dragon. Her and some friends of hers, they fell to some drow who had attacked the area. This is we're going back probably at least over 100 years.
Huh. And in this crypt, did you notice any strange keyholes? Any chests,
Nope, not that I recall, but
I look at him.
Not that I recall, but this.
I kind of like whisper to Anthony, like it could be inside. It could be inside the. Like trying to make sure that like I don't know how wizards would feel about going into a crypt and like opening up like a casket, but like trying to be like it could be a box inside that has the key. Right. But I say, sir, can I borrow the note? And I take if he gives it to me. It's not his. He hands it to you. Yeah. Okay. I take the parchment and I point at the lower symbol, the one that you said like he recognized, and I look at Hannah and I kind of like point at it. I'm like, "Do you recognize this?" And I like kind of like, does this look familiar? Like I'm trying to like use my hands to like get her to understand what I'm saying. I'm like, I just kind of like under my breath. I'm like, fuck. I'll kind of shut up.
Hannah.
And I kind of point to myself and I like go, Umber.
I whisper to Umber and kind of say, I say we show him the stone or whatever.
And I look at Fee and I say, Fee, you have the other item if you'd like to show him. I think this is the only time we'll be able to get any information.
Being super unreasonably paranoid. What other item? What?
And I kind of like look around like, is she being serious? And I got the stone.
Yeah, she's like this sometimes.
Fee, the box.
Yes,
box.
Yeah,
yes,
the box.
Yeah, you can have the box. And I just kind of take it out of my bag and just hand it over. Something else in my other hand that I'm just kind of really gripping.
Okay, so so I take the box, not really noticing that she has anything in her other hand. And before I hand it over to the wizard or to whoever else wants to look at it, I want to quickly glance, like kind of like look at it in my hand to see if any of these symbols the best of my knowledge, are on that same box.
You don't see any of those symbols on that box.
Okay.
Hey, Gimble. I
Yeah,
have a question for you.
sure.
Before you take a look at the box, have you heard of any incidents in the mine of any kind of anyone going crazy from the mine, like crazed?
No. Yeah.
Your camera froze again. Sorry.
Oh. Yeah, no one. Well, actually, I heard that that they found Dwiffit. He was the last missing miner. I heard they found him, and I heard he was crazed. I heard that some folk had to stop him in the road. I heard he attacked twice. Yeah, Leia Bowbinder. She relayed that information to us. Yeah.
All right. Prior to say.
No, nothing before. Nothing before. Since no.
Well, damn. Take a look at this box. Umber, you want to hand him the box?
Yeah, and I hand it to him. I hand the gimbal the box.
Oh, it seems he's not. Yeah. Take
Yeah,
a look at this box for us. Could you tell us any like the origin, or have you seen anything like this before?
He's looking at it. He says, "This is pretty nice work." He's like, and he's looking at it, and this is fine. This is fine work. This is definitely work worthy of a gnome. And he looks at the that concaved area there with the mesh in it, and he looks around the back, and he's peering inside the small holes in the back of it, and he's like, it looks like there should be something set inside this box. I don't know what its purpose would be, but it definitely looks like there should be something set inside. There's a small like a setting for some sort of something. I'm not sure. Give me a moment. I'll and he casts another spell. He does some like little hand gestures, and he's it's not magical. It's just very nice. I have no idea what its purpose might be.
Something set in.
For the record, I didn't take the gem out of it. I'm something else.
Oh, he's like, and look at the stone here. My eyes. He takes a small pair of spectacles out of his robe, and he's just like, how could I miss this blue stone?
I'm sorry.
This blue stone, I thought maybe someone was like holding on to.
Mondo, I whispered you on Roll20.
Huh?
I whispered you on Roll20 asking a question about the other thing.
Oh, yeah. And, that's a yeah.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah. He's like, I still detected no magic, even though I somehow totally missed this blue stone that's very pretty and very striking. So my apologies. The effigy on top of Thildra's sarcophagus has a blue stone similar to this, with that symbol on it. It's
Sorry, whose sarcophagus? I didn't catch the name.
Thildra, the woman who, Hordator.
The one who saved people from the Red Dragon. They fell to drow 100 years ago.
It's Sistine.
Probably longer. Probably a little longer.
I just didn't hear the name.
Probably the longer.
In the Sistine, in the Sistine cemetery.
So if it's not magic, is it just treasure? Can I keep it?
Oh, it's not mine. I don't care what you do with it.
How much of the drow would we know of? Because it's happened so long ago. How much of that would we be familiar with? Can I make a history check for it? Or
yeah, make a history.
Okay.
Let's see if your monastery taught you anything.
I didn't train in a monastery.
Why would a monastery teach you about
that's right.
Yeah, I mean, you heard that there was probably some drow problems, like a little over. You heard about it about 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
Mystery check.
And anyway, I look at them after like, yeah, I agree with you there, Anthony. I think that we found a connection, and I think it's
Found a destination at least.
yeah, we found somewhere to investigate, and you were right, Varys. It doesn't look like it's pointed towards the mines. We need to go southwest, as Gimbal has told us.
The priest who is leading the restoration efforts in the old cemetery is Angelo Michelson. He's a fine man. He's a little eccentric, but he's a good man. He would be the person to talk to if you wanted to see something in the cemetery.
And how long have they been restoring the cemetery?
Work started probably about 7 or 8 months ago.
I look at them and I said, I think we might
Say
be...
that name again?
The name?
What was that name again? Yeah.
Angelo.
Michelson.
Okay. That's what I thought.
And I look at these guys and I say, I think we might be hard-pressed for time. If they've been restoring, they might be moving a lot of different things. And we might be... the clues and the information that we have might be 8 months out of date.
What if they move the headstones but not the bodies?
Bum, bum, bum.
And I look at him, and I think Umber has gotten enough of the information, and he kind of knows like what he wants to do. So he kind of gives him a light bow, and I thank you for your time, Gimbal. And I leave. I kind of just like start getting ready to go.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna wait for everybody to file out and then ask Gimbal a question about my amulet.
Sure.
I'm not following on it. I'm like, Gimbal, do you have a place here where
I hate bears.
where we could drop off or I don't know, have someone take care of this kid?
I forgot about the kid.
If she'd like, she can stay here with me until you.
Creepy old man.
I was thinking.
Well, she's something
more
of a mystery. Yeah, I take offense, sir.
I didn't say that out loud.
He read your thoughts, dude.
I made a hell of an insight check.
Can I make an investigation roll to know how creepy this guy is?
We take a peek around.
Yeah, let's. I was thinking more of like, do you have a shelter or an orphanage, perhaps?
Just gonna dump her, bears.
There is an orphanage in town. There's a few children there. Not too many. Most of them are taken care of. A child loses their parents or is lost or something. People usually step up to take care of them, but
She can not go. Okay. She can stay with me, I guess.
And I might be able to hear some of this conversation as I.
Oh, it's one of the pets. It's kind of the same.
And, she might be important. She knows at least the note that Anthony has given.
We can't even talk to her.
But she might be able to lead us by
We can't really
reading
talk to
or...
Varys either.
I said she might be able to, once she sees things, the memories might come back. We can't communicate with her, but she might be able to show us by at least leading us somewhere.
We can communicate. I point at her. Hannah.
she points at you and she's just like, Fee?
See? I did it.
Okay. Congratulations. You got yourself a new
Gimbal.
pet.
Umber.
She knows all of you.
I try and look at these guys again and just be like, I think she should come with, and I think we should go.
All right, but I'm not risking my life to save hers.
I said,
That's okay, because you didn't risk your life to try to save anyone so far.
Oh,
right. Hey. I think I did, actually. Thank you very much.
Anyways.
Yep.
He'll
Okay,
take care of her.
Ask him about gnome hats.
I'm done. I
Bye.
storm out the room.
Aw. Someday he'll learn to have fun again. So everybody left now, so I can ask my question.
Serious.
I believe so. Is everyone left?
Yeah.
Just like show him my pendant and be like, "Do you know anything about this?"
He looks at the pendant and he turns it over a couple times. He's like, there is a symbol very similar to this. I think we talked about it a moment ago. Hang on. He does a little magic on it. He's just like, it's just it's a pendant with that same symbol. I'm sorry, I really don't have any more information about it. I'm sorry.
Just already running out the door, like, okay, thanks.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's catch up with everybody.
So I think this
Okay,
might be a good spot to take our second break.
Sure.
Cool.
Sure.
All right, guys, we'll be right back with DiceNDerps Emberfall, part 3 for this episode here. Yeah, give us a second.